Let me tell you something that most people your age are never told. By the time you reach 70, your brain could already be shrinking. Not just a little. Up to 11% of it, gone. That's your memory. Your focus. Your balance. Even the part of your brain that controls your emotions, quietly deteriorating while you're just trying to live your life. And you might have already felt it, haven't you? You walk into a room, and forget why. You lose your train of thought mid-sentence. Or you go to say something and the words just won't come. But here's the part that scares me most. No one's warning you about it. Not your doctor. Not the headlines. And by the time most people notice it, it's already in full swing. But it doesn't stop there. Because while your brain is shrinking, so is your independence. Your confidence. Your sense of control over your own body. And let me be blunt, it doesn't have to be this way. Because there are older adults right now, in their 70s, 80s, even 90s. Who aren't just avoiding decline, they're thriving. Sharper than they were in their 50s. Still driving, still traveling, still waking up every day with energy and clarity. And the craziest part? They're not doing anything fancy. They're just eating the right foods. You see, what you put on your plate today, directly shapes your brain tomorrow. And I'm not talking about some expensive supplement or a trendy diet. I'm talking about one thing that's probably sitting in the back of your grocery store right now. Fish. But not just any fish. There are 6 specific types of fish that science now shows can protect your brain. Strengthen your heart. Calm inflammation. And maybe, just maybe, help you stay in control of your health and your life. But here's the kicker. Most older adults walk right past them, every single week, without realizing the power they're leaving on the shelf. Why? Because the advice you've been given is outdated. Still stuck in low-fat myths, canned tuna, and cardboard-tasting diet food. But new research, from top aging experts, the American Heart Association, and the world's longest-living seniors, is saying something completely different. So today, I'm pulling back the curtain. And showing you the 6 fishes older adults should always eat, if you want to protect your mind, strengthen your body, and age with power, not fear. Let's get into it. So let's start with the first one. And don't let its size fool you. Number 1. Sardines. Tiny fish, massive impact. Sardines are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, and yet, they're often overlooked or avoided, especially by older adults. But here's the truth, just one small serving is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, vitamin D, and a surprising amount of high-quality protein. That means you're feeding your brain, strengthening your bones, and lowering inflammation, all at once. Omega-3s, especially the kind found in sardines, play a powerful role in reducing the kind of brain inflammation that leads to cognitive decline. And the calcium and vitamin D? That's your natural defense against osteoporosis and frailty. This isn't some fancy supplement. It's real food. Food your body knows how to use. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Ugh, sardines. Aren't they smelly? Yes, they've got a strong scent. But so does coffee. So does garlic. We don't avoid those, because they're good for us. The truth is, sardines are one of nature's most complete anti-aging foods. And if you go for wild-caught, packed in olive oil, you don't even have to cook them. Open the can, add to toast or a salad, and boom, your bones, brain, and heart just got a health boost. And now. Number 2. Salmon. This one, you've probably heard of. But here's what most people don't understand, not all salmon is equal. The kind you want. Wild Alaskan. Not farmed. Not artificially colored. Real, wild salmon from cold waters, because that's where the magic is. Salmon is rich in 2 powerful omega-3s, DHA and EPA. These aren't just buzzwords. These are the building blocks of a healthy brain. DHA, in particular, is what your brain is made of. Without enough of it, neurons, your brain's messengers, can't fire properly. That's when memory gets patchy, moods swing, and you feel off. EPA, on the other hand, is a powerful mood stabilizer. It helps regulate the hormones and chemicals that keep you feeling emotionally steady. So if you've been feeling foggy, or irritable, or just not quite yourself, this could be part of the solution. And it's not just your mind. Salmon also supports your heart rhythm, literally helping your heartbeat stay steady and strong. It nourishes your joints. And it even promotes skin elasticity, which means fewer wrinkles and a more youthful appearance from the inside out. Now here's the practical part. Aim for 2 servings a week. Grilled, baked, or poached. Just skip the deep fryer, we're after health, not grease. And if you're on a budget, canned wild salmon is still a fantastic option. Same benefits, lower price. So, sardines, and salmon. 2 fish. Simple. Accessible. Yet they could mean the difference between a brain that fades, and one that fights back. But we're just getting started. Now let's move to number 3. Mackerel. This one doesn't get the spotlight nearly enough. But for seniors looking to stay energized, focused, and on their feet, mackerel is a game changer. This fish is rich in something called CoQ10, a compound your body needs to produce energy at the cellular level. It's like fuel for your engine. And as you get older, your natural levels of CoQ10 start to decline. Which is one reason why fatigue creeps in more easily, even when you haven't done much. Ever feel tired after a short walk? Or like your body just won't rev up like it used to? That could be CoQ10 depletion talking. But mackerel also delivers a punch of vitamin B12, another nutrient many older adults are low in. And when B12 is low, it can mimic symptoms of dementia, brain fog, forgetfulness, mood swings. Which means eating more B12-rich foods like mackerel isn't just helpful, it's essential. Now, a word of caution here. Not all mackerel is created equal. King mackerel, the big kind, is often high in mercury. And mercury builds up in the body, especially in older adults, and can actually damage the nervous system over time. So instead, go for Atlantic mackerel or Spanish mackerel. They're smaller, safer, and just as nutritious. Grill it, flake it over a salad, or mix into a healthy grain bowl. It's rich, flavorful, and deeply satisfying, without the crash that comes from processed food. That brings us to number 4. Rainbow trout. Now this one might just surprise you. Rainbow trout is often called a beginner's fish because it's so mild in taste. But don't be fooled, this gentle-tasting fish is a muscle-preserving powerhouse for seniors. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. It's called sarcopenia. And it's one of the most dangerous parts of aging that no one really talks about. Because it happens slowly, and silently. Until one day you struggle to stand up from a chair, or lose your balance getting out of bed. Rainbow trout is high in quality protein, the kind your body can actually absorb and use to rebuild and maintain muscle. Not the fake, powdered stuff. Not the protein bars loaded with sugar. Real protein. From real food. But that's not all. Trout is also low in mercury, which means it's safer for frequent meals. And it contains important antioxidants that support your immune system, helping you stay resilient through seasonal illnesses and infections. Here's the beauty of trout. It's easy to cook. Mild in flavor, perfect if you're sensitive to fishy tastes. Just bake it with a little lemon, olive oil, fresh herbs. Done. And here's something else worth knowing. Most rainbow trout in the US is farmed sustainably. That means it's raised in cleaner waters, under tighter controls. So you're not just eating for your health. You're supporting the planet, too. So if you've struggled to find a fish you actually like eating, rainbow trout might be the one that turns things around. Let's keep going. Number 5. Anchovies. Now, don't click away just yet. I know the word anchovy can turn people off. You're probably thinking of that overpowering smell or that salty little fish someone once ruined a pizza with. But let me ask you this, if a food could help strengthen your bones, support your thyroid, and reduce chronic inflammation, wouldn't you want to give it another shot? Because here's the truth, anchovies are tiny, but mighty. They're absolutely loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and selenium. That's a trio your body craves, especially in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let's break it down. Omega-3s. You already know, they fight inflammation, protect your brain, and help your heart keep beating strong. Calcium. That's your bone density defense, especially if you want to avoid fractures and falls. And selenium. That's crucial for thyroid function, which regulates your metabolism, energy, and even mood. Anchovies pack all of that into one tiny bite. And here's a tip, if you're worried about the saltiness. Just give canned anchovies a quick rinse under cold water. It dramatically lowers the sodium. Don't like the texture? I hear you. Here's the trick, don't eat them whole. Add them to soups, stews, sauces, or pasta, because when you cook them into dishes, they melt. Literally melt, right into the background. No fishiness. Just flavor. In fact, many chefs use anchovies as a secret ingredient because they create depth and richness without overpowering the dish. So if you've been skipping these little guys, it might be time to let them earn their place on your plate. And finally, number 6. Herring. Now this fish may not be on your weekly grocery list, but in places where people live well into their 90s, it's practically a staple. From Scandinavian villages to the coastal towns of Japan, herring is a common thread among some of the world's longest-living seniors. And the science behind it is powerful. Herring is rich in omega-3s like the others, sure. But what sets it apart is its ability to raise HDL, that's the good cholesterol, while helping to lower triglycerides and inflammation. What does that mean for you? It means less strain on your heart. It means lower risk of stroke. It means blood vessels that stay flexible and clear, so oxygen and nutrients get where they need to go. And here's the surprise. Herring is often cheaper than salmon or tuna, but just as nutritious, if not more. You'll often find it smoked, pickled, or even in small tins. Pickled herring is especially popular in older traditions. But be careful with the sodium if you're watching your blood pressure. Try it with rye bread and onions for a classic twist, or flake it into a grain salad for something new. What matters most is including it. Even once or twice a week can make a difference in your long-term health. So there you have it. 6 mighty fishes. Not miracle cures, but real, powerful allies in your journey toward strength, clarity, and control. Each one brings something unique to the table. And together, they can help support the systems in your body that aging tries to wear down. Your bones. Your brain. Your heart. Your energy. All of it, supported by nature's most ancient food. But the real question is, which one will you try first? So, let's bring it all together. If you're looking to feel more energized during the day, if you want to stay steady on your feet, sharpen your thoughts, and calm in your mood. If you're tired of hearing that, this is just how aging goes, and you know, deep down, there has to be something more you can do. Then start here. Just one small step. One meal. One fish. Because if you want to restore your strength, support your brain, and lower your risk of heart disease, you don't need a miracle. You need 6 simple options, already waiting for you at your local market. Sardines, nature's little multivitamin. Salmon, rich, comforting, and brain protective. Mackerel, full of the energy you've been missing. Rainbow trout, mild, clean, and muscle-saving. Anchovies, tiny, invisible, yet powerful defenders of your bones and thyroid. And herring, the heart hero from the world's longest-living cultures. You don't have to eat all 6. You don't have to make drastic changes or follow some trendy diet. Even one small shift, like trying a can of wild sardines on toast. Or baking a piece of salmon with herbs you already have at home, could quietly begin a transformation in how you feel day to day. Because real health isn't about perfection. It's about small, smart, consistent choices that work with your body, not against it. And every meal is a new chance to make one of those choices. So, what if tonight, you gave your body something it's been needing all along? What if that one change made tomorrow feel just a little bit better? It's never too late. You're not too old. Your body still listens. And it wants to heal, if you give it the right tools. Now, before we wrap up, take a moment. Just breathe, and really think about this. Which of these 6 fish surprised you the most? Was it sardines, those tiny tins you've passed by for years? Or anchovies, the little powerhouse you didn't know could help your bones and brain? Have you been eating the right ones? Or maybe avoiding a fish for decades, without realizing the life-saving benefits it could bring? You're not alone. Most people haven't been told the truth. Not by their doctor. Not by the health magazines. Not even by their family. But now you know. And that knowledge, it's powerful. Because it gives you the choice. And that choice is hope. Hope that your best years aren't behind you. Hope that your energy, your independence, your clarity, can not only stay with you, but even improve. You've got more life to live. More people to love. More mornings to wake up feeling strong, steady, and clear. And we're here for all of it, every step of the way. So tell us in the comments. Where are you watching from? Which of these fish will you try first? Or maybe you've got a recipe or a story to share, something that's helped you feel younger, stronger, more alive. We read every word. Because this isn't just a channel, this is a community. Thriving Age Tip is built for you, seniors who refuse to settle for decline. Seniors who believe that growing older should mean growing wiser, braver, and more vibrant than ever. So if that's you, if you're ready to age with strength, with purpose, and with joy, then make sure you like this video. Share it with a friend who needs to hear this today. And don't forget to subscribe, because every single week, we're bringing you the truth about aging well. Simple tips. Real talk. And hope, rooted in science and wrapped in love. Thanks for spending this time with me. Until next time. Stay strong. Stay sharp. And as always, stay thriving.